Petro, Ponies is fully streaming now, and you are Sasha. What were you initially told about this character?
What would I initially,
Hmm.
what I was initially told about this character?
Hmm.
Um, ah, you know what? Initially, I, I, they didn't tell me necessarily anything, but they sent me a self tape. They sent me a self tape to make, and I just had this scene with Artjom's character Andre, and this guy was being interrogated in a way, um, and then I had a scene with Emilia character when he shares some information, and he says, I can't do this anymore. But the art that I figured this character has through the self tapes that I got, the self tape material that I had, I was like, oh, this is interesting. I want to work with this.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And you mentioned one of your first scenes, of course, with Artjom's character. So how would you describe their relationship and the dynamic between those two?
Well, they
Um,
love each other.
it's a push and pull. It's I honestly think, I mean, there's some kind of great dynamic that is being built, and they are getting to know each other throughout the season.
Mhm.
Um, and at first, it's like there's a lot of danger that is involved. Or like my character feels a lot of danger from this high level KGB, because I think Sasha as a character knows of the potential threat and danger that KGB is, and he definitely heard and he knows that his sister was killed by KGB, or so he thinks so. Um, so he's probably afraid of him, and he's trying to stay away of him, as much as possible. If there's a choice not to interact with Andre, that's that's the choice that he would make.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So Artjom, when gearing up to portray such a villainous character, are there things you do differently to prepare and like fully get into that headspace?
Well, I've never played a villain that extreme, so it was quite fun to explore that, to just to see like how far I can go and how far I can just like tap in and see. And in terms of preparation, I would say like obviously like there's like all the historic stuff and listening to podcasts and like looking for like examples of like good villains, and then I think like just like going in and exploring and seeing where I could take it. I feel like that was the biggest difference, just to see like, oh, I can push it further, and that's okay. It's like it's totally fine to like, like totally go like cross the line because he can.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
instantly you see it right away. You know that that's the character to kind of feel some sort of fear towards in a good way. So also
Thanks.
being in Andre's fake relationship feels like a ticking time bomb. What was your
Mhm.
experience working with Amelia Clark as a scene partner to bring that complex relationship to screen?
I mean, Amelia is so lovely. She's an incredible actor. We all know that. She's really giving. She's a great scene partner. She's really giving in the scene, and like she's such a good storyteller. Which really surprised me. Because she would instantly get what the scene is about and like try to, let's see, hey, what if we like change that line, or what if we cut this line, and we'd all be working with the writers and the showrunner and with her, and she was like, no, she was incredible on and off set.
Yeah. So Petra,
Yeah.
the loss of Sasha's sister is the reason he gets deeply involved in everything. And of course, he has this newfound bond with B. How do you think finding out the truth about his sister's death would affect a potential relationship in the future?
Um, I think it would definitely affect their relationships, but at the same time, I have this strong feeling that Sasha, as much as he does it for his sister, he still has a very, kind of right compass in life of what is right and what is wrong, and what you need to do in life in order to stay a good man.
Mhm.
Um, so I think maybe, the only thing that probably could affect it is not, um, I think like the timing of when she chooses to tell actually that this happened and this is what I know. And I think this is something that can be pretty painful, because as long as you hide that secret, that's going to hurt a little bit more, later. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, Archum, having so many intense moments this season, what was the most memorable scene for you filming, or just a scene you feel most proud of?
Um, so many good ones though. I feel like one of the really fun scenes was with Harry and Walter, like the interrogation scene in episode 5. That was really fun.
Mhm.
Just to explore it, and because like I came in, Harriet was sitting there, and she was like explaining from her point of view, like her character's point of view, saying like seeing like like this blonde blue-eyed man coming in, her character obviously having been like to camps, that would trigger her, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And like Andre like smoking all the time, I was like, oh, I guess if I could play with that. So we all sat down and talked, and then we came up with the idea of like like Andre like putting out his cigarette on like into her like on her arm, which was yeah, which was riveting, and just just like so evil,
Mhm.
but so fun to explore, because like it would do so much, and like it would trigger her character so much, and then she would come back, and I feel like yeah, that scene.
Thank you both. You both are incredible on the show. Here's to hoping for a season 2 and seeing both of you maybe duke it out again, or just kind of seeing the individual growth.
Fingers crossed.
Thank
Thank you
you
so
so
much,
much.
Brilliant.
Mariah.
Thank
Awesome.
you so
Thank you,
much.
guys.